Gaming fans, this is Rosser, and I'm going to start Zelda 4 over again. Now, I've already made an attempt to record this before, but not only did I lose some files, but I wasn't happy with the ones I had anyway, so I'm going to start all over again, and this time we're going to try to do it better. The story behind this game is that Link was climbing a rope on a ship for no reason when he got hit by a lightning bolt, got a concussion, and washed up on a beach. As far as you know, that synopsis is completely 100% true, so we're just going to go with it. We'll go ahead and watch the intro here. Link is discovered by a mysterious girl who he will immediately mistake for Zelda because apparently that's the only chick he ever meets in these games. Other than the extremely homely looking people of Hyrule that he's met from time to time. Now we pan up to a big ol' egg. Surely that won't have any bearing on the plot at all. And according to the title, he does in fact wake up, so at least he's not going to be calling it in. Let's go ahead and get started. Tossing and turning, like he's faced all these horrors. Link never catches a break. I'm going to make an effort to slow this down a bit in case not all of my audience can read as fast as other people that seem to watch these. He is still feeling woozy, and he's on Koholint Island. See, we've already got a clue. So let's leap out of bed right into this chick's face. The problem I've been having recording these is that I seem to have a lot of trouble watching my time, so I'm going to try to do a little better on that this time. Let's go talk to this big-nosed fella right here.
Oh, Link, you finally snapped out of it. Oh, my name's Tyler. You darn kids.
Yeah, I'm not going to be kind to this guy at all during the course of this walkthrough. He's obviously a blithering idiot, as we're going to see later. I mean it, this guy's bad. He does some things that just make you say buh. Alright, right off the bat we've got a shield. Now, the way the inventory system in this game works is you can assign any of your items to any of the buttons. Personally, I like to leave the shield at B, and the shield in this game is great this time because it blocks anything, even those insidious chickens. So, we find ourselves in this town, and good God, it's a big chain chomp. So the first thing we're going to want to do before we go exploring or anything else is to collect our sword. Darn kids. Making all that ruckus in front of the library. We find standard Zelda fare here, like Octoroks and such. I think those are levers. Yeah, this shield's real handy. It blocks dirt near everything. Now we'll go ahead and push this on over here a little farther. And we meet an occurring character. Recurring. The Owl, who just flew in from King's Quest V, where he was busy giving vague advice to some other guy in a green hat and tights. Yes, he assumes we're here to wake the windfish. Link has no idea what he is talking about. But Link certainly does want to leave. Link's all about leaving some places. So now the owl flies away to be in one of another couple of dozen games. It must be yours because it has your name engraved on it. It ain't Calvin Klein. Yes, Back to the Future jokes. Haha, I love doing that. So we've already taken out our first enemy and we're ready to kill anything that stands in our path. Now, a lot of this stuff, you'll notice, is made of nature. And it's like we always say, we hate nature, because it's always trying to kill us. Don't touch the urchins with your bare hands. Touch them with a bladed object, like a sword. So now that we've got our sword and a shield, and we're feeling like our usual Linky self, we can start doing what Link does best. Annoying the shit out of townspeople. But we might as well go ahead and take a look around while we're at it. Over here, you'll notice some pits, and here's where we start what I like to call my game within a game. Now that is a Guardian Acorn. It will reduce your damage by half. It will also display that unskippable text. There's a lot of things in this game that give you unskippable, repetitive text. So the game I like to play is every time we get some unskippable, repetitive text, take a drink. That'll make it a little more tolerable. So we've got some plants and some octoroks and grabbing ourselves some rupees and knocking octopi down pits. This is where we're going to want to come for our first dungeon, but we can't get there yet. We're going to have to find a key in the forest up north. And there's some more beach area down to the south that we'll get to later, and right now we want to head back into town. Yeah, it's the tail cave over there. We'll just keep our comings to ourselves. Hey man, when you want to save, just push all the buttons at once. Yeah, I'm not going to ask you what that means. Here we have the library. We can read any of these books, but as we all know, reading's for nerds. And we continue on. Here's where we get our first reward for being a sword haver. Hop bodily down this well off a cliff and try not to break both your ankles. And we get ourselves a piece of heart. This is back when Link only needed 4 pieces of heart to get a full container. Not like these days when he's got to get 5 of them. Who lives here? Yeah. If anyone wants to go ahead and take the obvious plunge into that joke, be my guest. I'm not doing it. And here we have a talking chain chomp. Or chainless chomp. A fashion-conscious, talking, unchained chomp. Fan-damtastic. Down here, we have the Mad Sweeper herself. Woohoo! I am never that excited when I am forced to sweep at work. And here's Grandpa Ulrira. He's a shy guy in person. So that's what shy guys look like under their masks. And we've just made a long-distance call on this fella's phone. We just called the Bucket Mouse. Who's the Bucket Mouse, you ask? Why, he lives up here. Past the chicken with the trees, that's a Bucket Mouse. And he calls you little buddy like Gilligan. He'll only charge you 10 rupees to fish. Now, that's something we're going to want to do in a while, but we're going to need more than 10 rupees, because it's likely that you will screw up and not have enough to continue. I'd recommend getting at least 25 or 30 before you start that minigame, because there are rewards to be had. Here's a phone with which we can call Grandpa back there. Let's see what he's got to say. Here's a library in the village that might have some good information for you. See, already he's trying to change your rapscallious ways by getting you interested in reading. Here we have a kid loitering outside of the store. They're trying to break the 4th wall without breaking the 4th wall. Well, I'm going to call it there for now, and we're going to come back to this in a minute. So, until then,